Hey, 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 everybody. Here in Eastern North Carolina, we are expecting a snowstorm tonight. It is the first time in years that we have had snow, and there's a little bit of excitement out here about that snow. So today, I'm going to go a little bit off script. I'm Dawn. I saw you earlier in the week with the white bean chicken chili, but I'm stepping in for Sonia today, and I'm making a 3-bean soup. And I'm gonna go a little off script, and I'm gonna go ahead and make this so that we can actually eat it tonight. So I'll kind of tell you what to do to prep this for the freezer, but I'm going to go ahead and make mine. I'm going to be making it today in our rock crock with the slow cooker stand so that it can actually simmer in this slow cooker throughout the afternoon. And tonight, when that snow starts, we're going to have a nice warm pot of soup to eat. So let me tell you a little bit about the rock crock. I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite dishes. And what I love about this dish is that it is your everyday pan. This pan will go everywhere in your kitchen. It is heat resistant to 752 degrees. It goes on your stovetop, in your oven, under your broiler, in your microwave, in your dishwasher, refrigerator, freezer. Thermal shock will not damage it. So take it right out of the refrigerator, put it in a hot oven. You can take it outside on your grill. Truly, this will become your anything and everything pot. You can start it on your stovetop, move it to your oven, and finish it. It is a true Dutch oven. And as my mother always said, every kitchen needs a Dutch oven, something that can go from stovetop to oven. But with the addition of our slow cooker stand, it also becomes a slow cooker and a warmer. So you can actually place your food in here. If you want to sear it on your stovetop, you sear it right in this pan. Then you move it right over to your slow cooker stand and you can slow cook. You can set a timer. You can set a specific temperature. You can also put it on warm. So if you are making a soup or a dip, hot dip to take to a party or to serve for a gathering, you can leave it on warm and it's not going to cook it, but it will keep it at a steady warm temperature. I love it. It's 4 quarts in size, so it does hold a generous amount. Comes with a glass lid so you can see your food while it's cooking. That's what we're going to use today to do our 3-bean soup. So I'm going to pop this right back over on the slow cooker stand. You'll notice it has a nice little digital display here, and again has a timer, so you can kind of set that timer for whatever you want it to be. And we're going to go ahead and prep our first ingredient. So if you are prepping this soup for the freezer, you are going to want to take everything that I'm doing right now and put it into a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. And we're going to start by just chopping up some onion. And I'm going to bring back an oldie but a goodie. Guys, I've been around with Pampered Chef a long, long time, and the food chopper was one of my very first items. And I still love this product in my kitchen. I love that I can take chunks of vegetables and just go right on my cutting board and chop it so that it is whatever consistency that I want. So if you have picky eaters and you need to chop that super fine so they don't find it, you can do that. You can also chop right in the cap. I love this when I'm doing nuts because I chop right inside that cap. And then this outer collar comes off and I can just transfer that food wherever I need it to go. It has a nice little blade guard so that the blade doesn't get stuck up in the blades. And what happens is as those blades go up and down, let me see if I can show y'all what that looks like. I'm gonna just transfer that over to my pot. They are actually rotating. You see those rotating? So everything that goes under there is going to get chopped. So food chopper, still a great item for the kitchen. I know we have the manual food processor and the twist and chop, which I love too. But sometimes it's nice just to pull out that manual food chopper and get that job done. So food chopper, we have chopped up an onion. We're also going to chop up a red bell pepper. I prefer red over all the other colors of pepper. Actually, my husband was asking me last night. We were eating some Southwestern food, and he said, gosh, Dawn, does the yellow pepper taste different? And I think they all taste different. To me, the red is the sweetest, so that's the one that I love the most. And I'm just gonna slice these. I wanna show y'all this great product. It's called the Quick Slice, and it is designed for slicing quickly all your fruits and vegetables. So it will not work on potatoes or onions. That is too hard and dense. But you will notice that it will slice up things like strawberries, bananas, peppers, tomatoes, because it has all of these little individual stainless serrated blades. I tell people this is like the egg slicer on steroids. So it is going to take what you would do in the egg slicer, and it's going to do it a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently because it is those stainless blades instead of a wire. Now I'm going to dice these peppers. So I sliced them first, and then I just did a quarter of a turn and cut again, and now I've got nice little diced red peppers. Also great if you're making egg salad. You can do the same thing. Throw your eggs in here, and you can do more than one at the time, which is kind of cool as well. And then you can turn it and cut it again, and you get that perfect egg for your egg salad. So again, give it a little rotate, push down again. Does come with this nice little stand, and I love that because I don't have to have a cutting board out. The stand protects it so that blade's not going down into anything. But again, anything, probably the most unusual thing that I've done with this and always shock people is a block of cheese. You know, when you're going on a picnic and you go and you buy those cracker slices of cheese, number one, it's expensive, and number two, it's not as fresh because they've already cut it for you. So you bring in that whole block home, put it on here. This will go through that block of cheese and make perfect size cracker slices of cheese. To me, it's just the perfect thickness. See that? That's how many cuts you're going to get at one time. So that's the Quick Slice. Another one of our great cutting tools. I do want to show you one more because this goes great with you're doing soup as well, and it is called the Veggie Wedger. This is the one that's designed to do your potatoes and your onions. So say you're doing a stew beef. This is perfect for wedging your potatoes and your onions for that stew beef, and that's called the Veggie Wedger. So we have a whole variety of cutting tools. You get to choose what works best for you. We're gonna add a little jalapeno here. So I'm just throwing all of this right into the rock crock. Again, I don't like a tremendous amount of heat, so I'm going to remove the seeds. If you like heat, you can leave the seeds in, and you're gonna get a much spicier finished product than what I'm gonna get. But I'm gonna remove the seeds, and then I'm gonna again throw this in my food chopper and chop this up. I'll do it right in the cap so you can see that again. Take my jalapeno, throw it in, pop the chopper on top. The more times you hit this plunger, the smaller your pieces are going to be, and you get to be completely in control, which I don't know about y'all, but I kind of like that. I like to know what it's going to come out looking like. And what I used to always tell people about the food chopper is that it is a great stress reliever. So if you've had a rough day, just pull out that food chopper, get ready to cook dinner for your family, and you are going to take away all the stresses of the day. Just like a Calgon, take me away. Food chopper, take me away. And then you're getting double purpose there. Not only are you making dinner for your family, but you're feeling a little more relaxed. So I think that's kind of cool too. Garlic, we talked about this the other day. Fresh garlic makes a huge difference in everything. And fresh means it is like this. It's in a bulb, and you pull out those individual cloves. Garlic press, you don't peel the garlic. I'll tell you another little fun use for the garlic press, because we all like multiple use products, right? I have a little granddaughter that's 2, and I have introduced her to Play-Doh. This is a perfect tool for the Play-Doh bucket because it makes really cool hair and spaghetti. So I'm going to do 2 garlic cloves. Again, no peel. Throw it in, skin it off. Press it. Clean it off. And your skin comes out and goes right in the trash can. So super easy to add fresh garlic to all of your recipes. Now we're gonna add a can of refried beans. Can opener again, smooth edges, easy to use. Anybody, even if they have arthritis, this is a very easy can opener to use. And it's much safer when you have kids at home. And I love it too because you can reuse those cans. If you're a crafter, you do not have to worry about sharp edges, and you can use these cans for all of your crafting needs. So I'm just gonna scoop out those refried beans. This is our silicone mix-and scraper. This is the small. The small and the mini are my two favorites, but I love these because they are silicone. And what that means to you is they are not gonna melt. They're heat resistant, so you can use them right on your stovetop while you're cooking. They're not gonna turn colors, and they're one solid piece of construction, so you're not gonna find a handle without the top. It's always going to stay together, and it is great for cleaning out the bowl. I always tell people these are child cheaters. They are gonna cheat your child or your husband out of licking the bowl. There will be nothing left unless you purposefully leave something behind. But a great way to clean out your cans and your bowls when you're mixing. And again, the mix-and scrapers are like a spoon and spatula all in one. So we're gonna add our refried beans. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons. I still have my garlic infused canola oil in my oil and vinegar dispenser. I'm gonna press it, go up to the 2 tablespoon mark. We'll pour that in to our rock crock, and then we're gonna add our seasonings. Now we're doing 2 today, Southwestern. I think I told y'all about this last time. This one is used probably twice a week in my kitchen. Chili, tacos, fajitas. Mix it with mayonnaise and sour cream, and you've got a quick and easy dip. You can mix it with cream cheese and mayonnaise and make a nice topping for a crescent roll pizza with fresh vegetables on top. I love it on meat. Just sprinkle it on chicken or on burgers. Truly, you're going to use this for so many things in your kitchen. And it has a nice little ingredient list. Has onion, garlic, chili peppers, salt, and a few other spices. 0 calories. So nothing, no junk added to this. It literally is 5 ingredients and gluten-free. And then we're gonna add some smoky barbecue rub. And again, the rubs are more concentrated and they're designed to infuse that flavor throughout. Any of our rubs are gonna make a quick and simple dip for you. So we're gonna actually do a tablespoon of the smoky barbecue, and I think I was supposed to do 2 tablespoons of Southwestern. So we'll go back and do another tablespoon of that. These are our measuring spoons, and I love these because it is a set of, I believe 5 come in the set, 4 or 5, and they all snap together for storage, and they're really easy to just wipe off and make sure you're getting that accurate measurement every single time. So now, if you were preparing this for the freezer, all of this would go into your Ziploc bag, and you're gonna close it up, and you're gonna knead it so that those refried beans break down, and all of those spices are actually incorporated into those refried beans. But I'm gonna actually use this tool to do that for me since I'm not doing it in a Ziploc bag. This is the mix and chop. And guys, this is your tool for all of your ground meats, your ground beef, your ground pork, your ground chicken, turkey, any of that. This is going to work great. It is also great if you want to kind of chop up some onions in your pan a little bit. It is nylon, so it's not going to damage your pans, but it is just one of those tools that every kitchen needs. So I'm just going to mix all this together nicely using my mix and chop. And then I'm going to throw in our beans. And this is called a 3-bean soup. So we are using 3 different beans. We are going to start with some cannellini or white kidney beans. Then we're going to do some regular red kidney beans. And then we're going to do some black beans. Now I used a few of my black beans last night for dinner. So I'm going to just use what's left over for that. Again, I'm going to open up the cans. This one's pop top, but I'm still going to open it with the can opener because I don't like those sharp edges. And I'm going to drain them using our mesh colander. Now, I think the other day I shared with you our stainless steel colander. The mesh colander, as you can see, is a mesh, so it's nice if you have something really fine to drain because there aren't holes, big holes for things to go through. So I love having the mesh colanders on hand. They're stainless, they go in your dishwasher, they don't rust, and it's a nice set of 3, so you get 3 different sizes. And they pair beautifully with our stainless steel mixing bowls. And I have to tell y'all, these have been in my kitchen, I think 25 years, and they still look amazing. I love many things about these bowls. Number one, I love that silicone bottom, so they anchor on your countertop. They are not gonna move when you start stirring. They have a spout for pouring. They have a nice little thumb hole so you can multitask. You can be vacuuming and mixing your cake all at the same time. They have measurements etched on the inside, and they do come with lids that are recessed. So it's great for traveling and taking food. Things like pasta salad are great in here. I love that stainless is, it's not gonna harbor flavors or odors or bacteria. I also love that it's lightweight and it's not going to break. And another thing a lot of people do not know about stainless is that it's a conductor. So if you put something in here that's cold, it's gonna stay cold. If you put something in here that's hot, it's gonna stay hot longer. So I love that about the stainless bowls. These, again, I've used forever. And I love that they work beautifully with our colanders. So each colander fits into the sister bowl. Again, they nest, take up one small spot in your kitchen cabinet. And I always tell people a funny story about those bowls. When my boys went off to college, they gave me their must-have Pampered Chef list, and those bowls were on their list. And I looked at it and said, you're not taking those stainless steel bowls with you to college. They will never come back again. Well, they proceeded to tell me why they needed those stainless steel bowls in their college apartment. And they were right. They're indestructible. They both got the bowls and took them to college, and they survived the college apartment with all guys, and now they are in their kitchens as adults, and they're still using them. So they are indestructible. You're gonna have them forever. And to me, something that you have forever that you never have to replace really has a much higher value than those things that we go by. It's less expensive, we go by it, and we think, oh, okay, I'm saving myself a lot of money. Not when you have to replace it every 6 months or so. So these are gonna be in your kitchen forever, and you're gonna put them in your wheel, and they're gonna go on to somebody else when you leave here. So I love the stainless steel bowls and the stainless mesh colanders. So again, I just drained it into the bowl. I'm gonna come right over here and rinse those beans nicely, and I'll throw those into our rock crock. I have my black beans left from last night. So again, if you are preparing this for the freezer, all of this mixture that we just did with the refried beans and the chopped vegetables and the spices is in your Ziploc bag, and you've kneaded it. You now are gonna open it up, and you're gonna add these ingredients to it, and you're gonna seal that bag, put it in another bag just to keep it safe in the freezer, and then it is frozen. And to cook it, all you're gonna do is take it out, let it thaw, and you're gonna throw it into a stock pot, into the rock crock with the slow cooker, and just let that cook until it's heated through and all those flavors come together nicely. So guys, super quick and easy, nice high protein vegetarian. So if you have friends, family that are vegetarians, this is a great recipe to take to them, but because of the beans, it does have a high protein content. So they're getting the protein they need without the meat added to it. So I love that. We're gonna do a can of crushed tomatoes. I think the recipe called for stewed tomatoes. I didn't wanna chop those up, so I just bought crushed tomatoes. Again, remember what I've taught y'all. A recipe is a template. It is a starting place. You can actually make it exactly like the recipe says the first time and then adjust it every time after that. Or if you're like me, you just adjust it depending on what's in your cabinet, what flavors you like, and how much time you have. If I did not have a lot of time, this would go on my stovetop and it would be ready in about 30 minutes to an hour. But since I'm home all afternoon, I'm just gonna let this slow cook all day long, and I'm gonna get to smell it while it's cooking, and I don't have to worry about coming in and stirring it because it's slow cooking instead of fast cooking. So this is our 3-bean soup, quick and easy. I've got my black beans that were left from last night in those leak-proof containers that I shared with y'all the other day. So that's about 3/4 of a can. That'll be okay. And then I also had a little leftover green chilies. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna add that in as well because I love the flavor that green chilies add to my food. And again, I'm gonna give it a quick mix. I'm gonna turn this on low and I'm gonna let it cook all afternoon. And we're gonna have some nice bean soup tonight. Quick and easy. And I say it's 3 beans, it's actually 4 beans because it has the refried beans as well. So guys, that's it. Quick, easy, you can make it ahead and freeze it. If you have a small family, my husband and I would have to eat all week long to be able to eat this whole pot. So if you have a small family, you could break it into 2 different servings and freeze those. And that way you have a meal for now and a meal for a month down the road so that you're not eating leftovers time and time and time again. And that is a great tip for any recipe if you've got a small family. I know when my dad passed away, we had so much food brought to the house and we didn't want to throw it away. So I told my mom, let's go ahead and package it in 1 to 2 serving sizes and stick it in the freezer. And then when you've had a rough day and you don't want to cook or go out, you can pull out one of those meals and have just enough for yourself. So always save those leftovers. Food is too expensive to throw away. So we want to make sure that we're saving things and utilizing it later, because my husband turns his nose up if we have leftovers too often. So if you freeze it and you bring it out a month later, it's no longer a leftover. It's a new meal. So remember that. I like to call them planned overs. I cook extra today so I can plan to not have to cook another day later. So I hope you enjoyed watching this fun soup come together. Can't wait to hear how it turns out in your kitchen. And I am just so excited that all of you have joined us this week as we have learned to warm up with some nice, wholesome soups. Stay tuned because we have something really fun coming up in February, and I'll post this as well. But our team will actually be doing a stoneware workshop. So stoneware is the first thing that I purchased with Pampered Chef and made me fall in love with it. And I have loved it all these years. So we're going to be doing a stoneware workshop featuring some of our most loved pieces of stoneware. So put February the 3rd through the 7th on your calendar. It'll all be virtual, just like this event, so you can watch at your convenience. So stay tuned for that. And remember, if your wish list is long, if what we're doing looks like fun, there are so many ways for you to get involved with Pampered Chef. And we would love for you to come to the table and join us. Whether you host a party and introduce your friends to what Pampered Chef has to order and stock your kitchen with some amazing products, or whether you say, you know what, I want to give this apron a try on for size. I'm so thankful I did. 27 years ago, I tried it on for size. And you know what? Nothing else fits from 27 years ago, but that apron is still a perfect fit for my lifestyle. So let us know. We'd love to share with you a little bit more about how Pampered Chef might fit your lifestyle as well. Happy cooking, everybody. Stay warm, and we'll post pictures of all that snow that we get here in Eastern North Carolina. Thanks, guys.